It's half-time at the Cardiff City Stadium and it's Cardiff nil, Watford nil. They had direct balls and they had high press. They started Cardiff the way that a lot of people would have expected them to, and they put us under a bit of pressure. But boy, did we respond to that pressure after a bit of a setback. So let's go back and review that first half, which has been jam-packed, action-packed, and interesting to watch. It's a must-win game, simply because Brentford won their game with Blackburn on Friday, a goal from Ivan Toney. And then, of course, 1-0 was also the scoreline for Swansea away to Luton. So it's a massive result that we get this over the line and find a winner. But right now, it's 1-1 between these two teams. Watford, a team that have won many matches out of their most recent games. And Cardiff, who've had a really good run put together, which has seen Mick McCarthy win Manager of the Month. But it's really such a big game for Watford. We need to get back into that second position, and performance-wise, it's been very good. But at the start, it was a little bit scrappy, and Cardiff were looking very threatening. It was a windy Wales, windy condition, and a pretty open game. Both teams looking dangerous, but just to start off with, a little bit of, nerves in our defence, and Cardiff trying to utilise their strong players and their good set pieces. Ekong just making a slip, and you feared that we might be in trouble because away was Josh Murphy to get through on goal, but luckily for us, a poor touch, and it was able to be seen out for a goal kick. And then the goal comes for Cardiff on 14 minutes, and it's really unfortunate because Sierralta has done all he can in that situation. If he doesn't do that, then Moore has a tap in at the far post, but it's just one of those ones that defenders have to take on the chin. And it's a Cardiff goal after actually a really good spell from Watford. We responded to that early pressure from Cardiff really well with some really nice football in the Cardiff box, just neat football and good balls in, good passing, just putting them under a bit of pressure. And yeah, the Cardiff goal comes a little bit against the run of play in that respect. But it is an unfortunate own goal for Francisco Sierralta, the Chilean defender, yet to get a goal for Watford at the right end, but unfortunate to score an own goal. And the ball in, to be fair, is a decent one from Josh Murphy. It's just that he just stretches for it, thinks that he won't be able to do anything else, and has to stop it from basically prevent it from reaching Kiefer Moore. And it is really unfortunate because it sees Daniel Bachmann bewildered and wrong-footed, and Cardiff have the lead. But it didn't take long for us to respond. Absolutely amazing. So 14 minutes in, 1-0 down, a bit of an unfortunate goal and a bit of a kick in the teeth when you concede with your own player scoring in the wrong net. But then 1 minute later, 15 minutes on the clock, and Watford have their goal. And it's a beautiful one. I mean, it was just one of those ones where Chalobah set up the finish for himself. He did such great work in the build-up, and what a response from the Golden Boys. It's what we love to see, that kind of determination to get back on level terms and to kind of say to Cardiff, no, we're not going to go out without a fight, and we're going to try and get a win here in Wales. But it was wonderful footwork from Nathaniel Chalobah, the captain today. Really good. Just so clever. His footwork and his positioning and balance. And then at the end of it, he just sets it up for himself, and in a crowded penalty area, the edge of the box, it's a great finish. No chance for the goalkeeper there, and it's an equaliser where it kind of came off a clearance from one of the Cardiff defenders. And what a goal from Nate Chalobah, his second of the season, and we're on level terms. And really, that's our lift back and our momentum gap back, and it's a really great moment in the game. Sierralta obviously would have been relieved. His own goal quickly wiped out, but very good Watford goal. 24 minutes in, and we start to gather that momentum that I was talking about. And what an effort this is from João Pedro. I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant. Pedro has had a lot of criticism recently, and I think it's mainly because of his, disciplinary elements. He still is very young, needs to learn how to, kind of present himself in a game and to not get involved with the silly fouls and the silly comings together. But he has just started to get integrated back into the team since his suspension, and he nearly had a spectacular goal. He just seems to be leading the line really well today, and he's doing a lot of hard work and doing everything that has come to him really well. But he nearly had a goal to remember. I mean, it's great ability to find that strength, find the athleticism, to have an effort like that. The bicycle kick. And it's just a shame that it's straight at the goalie where he kind of has to react quickly. But still a decent parry from the goalie there, Phillips. And nearly one that Pedro will remember for a long time. It would have been absolute scenes if that goes in. And Pedro looking to recreate, of course, that stunning goal for Fluminense back in 2019. So the boy from Brazil, hopefully he gets another effort in the match to try and see us into the lead. But keep on plugging away, because that kind of ability is what we want to see. 32 minutes in, and Ken Sema, he's so fast, he's so determined, and he drove forward. Nice bit of Watford build-up once again, and Pedro was the one with the chance, and it was a very fired-in cross, lots of whippage on it, lots of power on it, but Pedro kind of stabbed at the effort, tried to just toe punt it forward and not get too much power on it, but instead it kind of spun over the bar, and it was a chance where Zinkernagel was lining up as well. He clearly didn't get the shout from Zinkernagel, and he just went for the effort. But great build-up, unlucky with the finish, and as I said, got to keep plugging away to find a way to get this second goal. 34 minutes, Sarr has a shot, which is deflected, and it's one that he doesn't get perfectly in terms of power, but it's a deflection from the leg of a defender, and it basically trickles across the goal. And it's a very good save from the goalie, who tips it wide. It was heading in, and it's seen out for a corner. So then on 41 minutes, we have a bit of a nervy moment. It's Bachmann who comes out a bit rashly, doesn't get the ball in the first attempt, and tries to win it back again, and his body kind of gets in the way of it. Bit clumsy, and it's a free kick for Cardiff. Yellow card for Bachmann, and Wilson is usually very good on these set pieces. We've seen him score a lot of times from that position for Bournemouth last season, but the free kick actually was comfortably over the bar. So yeah, very poor from them, and a bit of a let off for Watford. But generally in that first half, Watford looking pretty dominant, and I think the better team, certainly with the early spell that we had after Cardiff's set piece dominance. Just excellent response from Watford after such a early setback in a game. We really showed the right attitude, and we need to really drill home our chances, which have been few and far between, but it's good to see we're getting in the right positions and creating the opportunities. And then 45 minutes, Murphy got past Hughes, and Chalobah was the one that was there to try and basically knock him off balance, because it was getting to a dangerous position in the pitch. But luckily, the shot is a poor one, and it's shot into the side netting, so it's able to be seen out again. And sharp passing generally from Watford in this first half. Just quick, good passing, and that's what's seen us get some good moments in this first half. So more of that to come, hopefully, and that's got to be encouraging going forward in this game. So we've got to find a way to get a goal and kill this one off, but it really is a massive game at the Cardiff City Stadium, and hopefully we can find a way to nullify Cardiff's threats. Kiev and Moore still been quite quiet, and also score with our own threats like Ken Sema, like Philip Zinkernagel. Come on, you Horns!